Imagine a bustling morning with the weight of a crucial job interview hanging in the balance. You find yourself trapped in an endless sea of cars, your heart racing, frustration growing. The traffic stretches out as far as the eye can see, and the minutes tick away mercilessly. In that moment, it's as if the Stoic philosopher Epictetus himself whispered into your ear, "Some things are within our control, and some things are not." Traffic conditions, undoubtedly beyond your control. But your reaction to this seemingly inescapable situation, well, that's entirely within your power. Before we dive into these 8 Stoic rules, I'd like to challenge you directly. In a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, these rules can be your compass to inner peace and resilience. As we explore Stoic wisdom together, consider how each principle can personally impact your life, helping you find serenity even in challenging times. Are you up for this journey of self-discovery? Stick with me and let's uncover the profound teachings of Stoicism that can make a real difference in your life. Rule number 1. Practice self-discipline. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Reflect on a situation where procrastination almost got the better of you. Instead of giving in to distractions and delaying your important tasks, you decide to apply Epictetus's advice on self-discipline. You create a dedicated workspace free from distractions, set specific, achievable goals, and establish a well-structured routine. By adhering to this disciplined approach, you find that your productivity soars and you accomplish tasks efficiently, leaving you with a sense of achievement and control over your time. Rule number 2. Live in the present moment. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Consider those moments when your mind tends to wander during conversations with loved ones. You recall Seneca's advice to enjoy the present without anxiously depending on the future. During your next conversation with a friend or family member, you make a conscious effort to be fully present. Instead of checking your phone or mentally planning your day, you actively listen, engage, and savor the shared experience. You find that this simple shift in focus strengthens your relationships and enriches your connections with those you care about. Rule number 3, stay calm in tough times. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Imagine encountering a sudden and unexpected financial setback, such as a significant expense you hadn't anticipated. Instead of reacting with panic and despair, you remember Marcus Aurelius's teaching about maintaining equanimity in adversity. You acknowledge that you cannot control the occurrence of unexpected expenses, but you can control your response. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects, you focus on finding a solution. You create a budget, explore ways to increase your income, and make a plan to manage the situation. By doing so, you not only alleviate the immediate stress, but also strengthen your resilience in the face of future challenges. Rule number 4, practice negative visualization. He who is brave is free. You're planning a vacation you've been looking forward to for months. However, the weather forecast indicates a possibility of rain during your trip. Rather than letting this potential disappointment ruin your excitement, you apply Seneca's concept of negative visualization. You imagine the scenario where it does rain, but you've already researched indoor activities and have a list of museums, art galleries, and cozy cafes to explore. When you arrive at your destination and the rain begins, you're well prepared. This not only reduces stress, but also allows you to fully enjoy your vacation, rain or shine. Rule number 5. Accept what you cannot control. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Think back to a time when you received unfair criticism at work. You may have felt hurt and defensive, which is a natural initial reaction. However, as you ponder this Stoic principle further, you realize that you can't control the opinions or actions of your colleagues or superiors. What you can control is your response. You decide to embrace this criticism gracefully. You thank your co-worker for their feedback even if it stings a bit, and express your willingness to improve. This approach not only diffuses tension, but also positions you as someone open to growth and self-improvement, which can benefit your professional reputation. Rule number 6. Practice gratitude. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Think about your everyday meals, which you may take for granted. Stoicism reminds us to find gratitude in the simple things. Instead of rushing through meals or mindlessly eating, savor the flavors, appreciate the nourishment, and use this time to connect with loved ones. This shift in perspective can transform a routine activity like eating into a source of daily contentment and connection. Rule number 7. Embrace hardship as a learning opportunity. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Think back to a challenging period in your life, like a painful breakup. In the midst of the emotional turmoil, you remember Seneca's wisdom about difficulties strengthening the mind. Instead of wallowing in despair, you begin to reflect on the ways this experience has forced you to grow emotionally and mentally. You start journaling, seeking therapy, or discussing your feelings with friends. Over time, you emerge from this hardship as a more resilient and self-aware person, turning a painful chapter into a profound opportunity for personal development. Rule number 8. Keep control within yourself. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. Consider your ambition for a promotion at work. You know that office politics, economic factors, and management decisions are beyond your control, yet you can control your own actions. You decide to focus on improving your skills and knowledge, taking on additional responsibilities, and fostering positive relationships with your colleagues. Your commitment to personal growth becomes your primary drive, and regardless of external factors, you find fulfillment in knowing you're doing everything within your power to succeed. As we bring our discussion to a close, I want to express my gratitude for your engagement in this meaningful conversation. If you found the Stoic principles we've explored today to be insightful and valuable, I invite you to consider subscribing to our content. By subscribing, you'll have access to more in-depth discussions and valuable insights on topics like Stoicism, personal growth, and life philosophy. Your support allows us to continue providing these thought-provoking discussions that can aid you in your journey toward a more intentional and fulfilled life. Thank you for your thoughtful participation, and I look forward to our continued exploration of these important subjects.